All right. What's going on? What's going on? YouTube. All right. So my name is Billionaire Tune, or you just call me Tune. The billionaire is just a manifestation, you know what I mean? Um, definitely not a billionaire or a multimillionaire, not just yet. But I'm basically here. I've been trading for a couple of years now. And to be honest with you, made a lot of money over leveraging and doing stupid stuff. So when I say made a lot of money, I mean like had a lot of high over leveraged profits, over leveraged profits that eventually ended up blowing. And so I'm just here to kind of give back to the community, the Forex community, because I've shared in that struggle of trying to become profitable, not understanding simple stuff. But now that I'm well versed, I'm fairly advanced as it comes to trading Forex. Just want to drop a video for you. Something that I feel is left out, and that's higher time frame to lower time frame analysis. I feel like that particular thing is left out when it comes to people who are teaching Forex. And when I say left out, just to some of the things that I feel was left out, right? Things that I needed to connect the dots. And they might be the things that you need to connect the dots, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna break down for you how to analyze and read candlesticks from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Right? I'm gonna show you how to notice when moves can potentially come, right? By understanding how to look at the candlesticks for what they are, right? How to look at the candlesticks for what they are. So not gonna get into like entries and stuff like that. Just how to read candlesticks so that you know what you're looking at, right? Because the primary reason why you're not profitable, well, couple of reasons, right? One, you may be over trading. Two, you're over leveraging, over risking. But three, you kind of just don't know when to get in and why you're getting in, right? And you would know why you're getting in if you understood what the candles are telling you, right? So that's what we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over what the candles are telling you. So I didn't realize I wasn't sharing my screen. I am sharing my screen. Okay. I'm gonna take out this earphone, or this it's bothering me now. All right. So here is GBP JPY on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. All right, so we have a support here, right? We have a support, or excuse me, a resistance here. I use the word so often, I just get them mixed up. I like the word support more than I like resistance. I don't know why. Anyway, but we have the candlesticks, or bullish candlesticks, right? Bullish candlesticks. Make sure I'm recording. And they've broken one level, right? It got rejected. It got rejected here, and then broke one level, broke this level. And because it broke this level, it continued to go up, right? So let me start off by saying this is one of the reasons why I don't trade on the 4 hour time frame, because while they provide solid signals, they provide solid confirmations, it's not out of impatience. It's more out of I want to trade during a time that I want to trade. I want to control my trading schedule, right? I want to be on a schedule so I control it, so I know like what I'm looking for. If that makes sense. I want to know when I want to trade, and I want to trade the same way all the time, every day. all right, at the same time. So this here, let me start off by saying something important, all right? Bullish candles, right, are supposed to go up, right? Very simple, all right? Understand this. Bullish candles, this is a bullish candle. This is a bullish candle. This is a bullish candle. These are all bullish candles. Bullish candles are supposed to go up. They're supposed to go in the upward direction, all right? Bearish candles are supposed to go down. They're supposed to go in the downward direction, period, right? So just let that stick in your head, right? Bullish candles are supposed to go up. Bearish candles are supposed to go down, right? This is going to be the easiest way to understand how to read time frames, okay? So again, this is the 4 hour. We have a level here that was created on the 4 hour, right? We have a resistance. Why do we have a resistance? Well, because after this bullish candle, this next candle refused to go up. Now, the significance of this candle not going up is huge. Why? Because it's a 4 hour candle. And if a 4 hour candle gets rejected, if a 4 hour candle doesn't go in the direction it's supposed to go, now then we have an issue. All right, we need to start paying attention. All right. Next candle, drop. Right, next candle, drop. Drop quite a ways, 24 pips, not quite a way, but 24 pips before it closed. Bullish again, but horribly weak, right? It closed, this candle closed so weak. So because it closed, this 4 hour candle closed so weak, what happened again? Had a little liquidity wake up and then dropped again for another 20 something pips, right? Simple, right? Didn't go very far though, not extremely far. So now the big thing is when this candle began to break these highs, right? When they began to break these highs, you say, okay, we might be heading up. We might be heading up. But then this candle closed and rejected. This candle closed and rejected below this area and refused to go in the upward direction. Now, because it refused to go in the upward direction, we have another big problem. What is going on? Why isn't this going up? Well, because it's refusing to break. Why is it refusing to break? It could be a few things. It could be a low, well, okay, it's 10 o'clock. So that's a low volatility or low volume time. So you really don't want to be trading at 10 a.m. California, Pacific Standard Time. Okay. So because of that, I would have been looking to sell. Now, I would have been looking to sell, and with my particular trading plan, I would have taken a loss because after that, it shot up. It shot up, right? Now, there's some reasons, there's good reason as to why it shot up also. Why? Because there was another support created here. There was a support created, and this bearish candle wouldn't go below this area, right? It wouldn't go below this area that has clear support, right? Bunch of wicks, okay? So that's a good reason for that. It's a good reason. However, this candle broke this low. But we'll get into that in a minute. So anyway, we got a break here. But now we have another candle getting ready to come up toward another resistance, right? Now we don't know how significant the resistance is until the candles have closed. So what I know at this point is that the 4 hour broke highs. So I can anticipate that it's going to continue to go up to at least here, but but potentially to fill the rest of this move and potentially fill this wick. Okay, so it could potentially go from here all the way up to here, potentially, right? Likelihood that it may come here to here, but it could fill this whole area. It could. So now that I know that there's a high potential for it to continue to go up, I'm going to go down to a lower time frame. So I'm going to go down to the hour. All right. The hour is showing me something. Showing me that this is refusing to go up. And why is this refusing to go up? Well, looks like because of here. We have a resistance. And this resistance is preventing it from exploding up toward it. Now, it still may go up, but what I've seen is that the market, when candles, the 1 hour, when the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 30-minute refuse to go up, then we need to pay attention. Okay? I just need to pay attention. All right. So I'm not looking to take any positions. I wouldn't look to take any positions. Why? Because honestly, we're in the middle of no man's land. And I don't want to take positions where the market could, it could continue to still go up or continue to go down. I don't want to do that. All I want to do is understand, is see what happens. All right. I don't want to judge a candle or candlesticks before they close. I don't want to try to predict what a candle is going to do in the middle of it, especially when I'm not ready to take a position. I want candles to close. So on the hour, I see that it is rejecting. I see that it's rejecting. Why? Because the hour candlesticks are important. They're significant. They're very significant. All right. So I'm going to go down to the 30-minute. All right. So now the 30-minute. The 30-minute is showing me something. The 30-minute is showing me something interesting. Yes, it got rejected here. Refused to go up. Refused to go up. Check this out. Check this out. Refused to go up, and then it went down some. Not saying that that's a trade I want to take, but it went down some after being rejected. So take note. Next, this candle definitely didn't go anywhere. This candle, 30-minute candles refusing to go up. All right, now this candle pushed up and broke the high and didn't break the low of this candle. All right, didn't break the low of this candle here. Now it shoots up, and then we have another candle on the 30-minute time frame. We have another candle on the 30-minute time frame. Let me change this. I don't like this. We have another candle on the 30-minute time frame that comes down. All right, comes down, but then closes short of the previous bear bullish candle. This closes short of the previous bullish candle on the 30-minute time frame. That says something. When these candles close short, this can typically mean is that it could potentially be a continuation sign. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to wait to see what happens. But I'm guessing because of this, I'm thinking that this is just struggling because of this area over here. This is struggling to get past this area over here. It has a potential to turn around, but right now we are so bullish, I'm not going to try to fight it. So I'm going to wait to see what happens. Dropped. Okay, dropped. So now this candle has dropped. Didn't know it was going to do that, but the signs were there. the signs were there that this had the potential to go the other way. All right, this had the potential to go the other way from here at least. Now, are we looking to take sales? Not really. Why? Well, the reason why we're not looking to take sales just yet is because this closed above this area. Now it broke it and it broke lows. It broke lows, right? But we don't want to make any moves yet. We don't want to make any moves yet. But the point is, the whole point is, we looked at the 4 hour, the 4 hour caught resistance. The 1 hour showed resistance. Candles refusing to go up. 30-minute candles, again, refusing to go up, especially this last most recent candle, right? But we're not looking to make any moves yet, and that's all. We're not looking to enter the market. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about learning to read candles. Now that this 30-minute candle, now that this 30-minute candle has broken the lows, there's a potential for it to drop. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Ooh, dropped. It dropped. Why did it drop? Why did it drop? Because we looked at the 4 hour, and the 4 hour was telling us that we are at some resistance. The 1 hour was telling us we're at some resistance. Why are we at a resistance? Or how do we know we're at a resistance? Because the candles, these 30-minute and 1 hour candles, were refusing to go up. Simple. It's so simple. So because they were refusing to go up, we are thinking that this may go down. Where could this go down to? Potentially here. Potentially. Let's see. All right, cool. So we got a pullback. We got a pullback on the 30-minute. This seemed to just be a pullback. All right. So now that we have this candle not breaking this low, we have this candle pushed up and broke this high, and this candle not coming down and violating this low. Now, what are we saying? We're not taking any trades. This is not an analysis to determine large, big moves that you want to enter. Well, I'm just helping you understand candles. I'm just helping you understand candles. Okay. So next candle, what might it do? Well, I don't want to try to guess. I don't want to try to predict anything because it's in an area, it's in a space where this is an area you don't want to trade inside for sure. All right. So let's just wait and see what happens. All right. Now, while it didn't, this candle, again, what's happening? Refusing to break above this. It's refusing to break above this for some reason. So what does that mean? It means it's having some trouble breaking above. Now, why is it having trouble breaking above? Number one is because of this area right here. We got a bunch of wicks right here. Right? We got a bunch of wicks right here. Number two, it's what session are we in? We're way out of New York. We seem to be in the Aussie session. We don't want to do that. We don't want to trade in that time. We don't want to trade during that time. Definitely why there's no volume. There seems to not be enough volume to break through a level. Simple, right? Seems to not be enough volume breaking through a level. Very simple, right? I don't tell military time very well at all. So it's all good. So we got another candle that is refusing to go up, right? Kind of creating a little double a sketchy double top, right? So now, since we have this here, the 30-minute confirmation is already, I mean, not confirmation, the 30-minute is already telling us that this isn't going up. So now let's drop down to the 15-minute and just see what happened. Let's just see what happened. What can the 30-minute offer us? What kind of information can the 15-minute, excuse me, offer us at this point? Well, the 15-minute here told us that we were refusing to go up, and it gave us some, I don't know if you, I don't really care that much about like candlestick terms and all that, like dojis and shooting stars and hammers and all that. I don't really care. I just read candlesticks for what they are, right? So this went nowhere, right? This went nowhere. It's also looking like it's showing us some kind of I don't know, a triple top, which I don't trade off of patterns like that, right? I scalp the market based off of candlestick confirmations, right? But I don't trade off of patterns like that. But they're there to provide clues as to what could happen next. So we are here, and the 15-minute is telling us that it tried to go up 3 times, 4 times, and didn't. Right? That's essentially what the 15-minute time frame is there for. It's not there to start trying to trade on full time. Not really. It's not there to take. It's not there for you to start drawing your support and resistance on. Not really, because it's not strong enough. It's not a significant enough time frame. The 30-minute is. All right. So let's see what the next candle does. Ooh, dropped. Dropped. Why? Why? Well, because these significant time frames, and then the higher time frame really dropped. I wish it hadn't shown us that, but look at it. It fell here. It fell past here and rejected and closed above here. Okay, on the 30-minute. On the 30-minute. You got to understand that the 30-minute is significant. It is significant. All right. So we had good reason to believe that this could drop. Why? Because it kept hitting this area. All right. It kept hitting this area so much that, and then it finally just dropped. Kept hitting this area, and the candles refused to go up on a significant time frame of the 30-minute and the hour. The hour is so important to pay attention to. So important. Now, here's what the hour told us. Here's what we would have seen. Here's what we would have seen if I stayed on the 1 hour time frame. We would have seen that we had the rejection, right? We had rejections, bullish candles not going in the bullish direction. Bullish candles, buying candles, not buying. Okay? And then we get a bearish candle that opens and creates a very small wick, a very small liquidity wick that does not break above this candle here. Right? Stays above that candle and then comes and breaks this low. Comes and breaks that low. Okay? That is a sign that we could be heading in the next direction, right? That's a sign that we could be heading in the next direction. Now, this next candle pushes up, right? Pushes up and then closes below the zone again on the 1 hour time frame. I'm gonna keep repeating the time frame because I'm trying to help you understand. I'm trying to help you understand the significance of it. All right. Gets sent back and closes below the zone, and it closes with less volume than this bearish candle. Okay, than this selling candle, this red candle. Closes with less volume. That's a clue saying that we could be heading in the next direction. So what happens next? This next following candle pushes up and doesn't break the high. It doesn't break the high of that candle. Stays below it. Stays below it and then breaks below the low of this candle. And then it just continued on for I don't know how many pips. Right? 20 something, 25 pips or so. What's the purpose of this? We got a candle, a bullish candle, a buying candle that didn't buy up past this rejection zone where all the rest of these wicks were showing rejection. And it closed with less volume than this bearish candle. So that's a clue saying we could be heading in the next direction. And then what happened? We certainly headed in the next direction on the hour time frame. So now that the hour time frame is so that's the hour time frame. So now let's look at the 30-minute. And now the 30-minute gave us the same type of clue, just in more candles. Right? It gave us the same clues, but in more candles. We have bearish candle, bullish candles, buying candles, not buying up. The same thing happening. This candle not breaking this high. No, it didn't break this low, but it didn't break this high where the resistance was. The next candle, yes, it broke this high, but it didn't break the higher high, the highest high. It didn't, right? And it didn't buy anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. This candle now closed bearish, not super strong, an okay sized candle, right? And now this one didn't come anywhere near this candle and broke down below here. All right. Now this next candle was the retracement, the retest of this high. These next two candles which were one hour candles. These two 30-minute candles equal the 1 hour candle, right? So that's why the retest happened. So that's why I broke these highs, right? That's why I broke these highs, because it wanted to come up and retest this area of significance, this zone, this structure. So what happened? It came and hit it, but letting us know it came and hit it, looking like it was going to buy. But how did it let us know that it wasn't going to continue to buy? Because we didn't judge it before it closed. We let it close. And this is the 30-minute. This is the 30-minute. It closed below the zone. And guess what? Another little clue. Another little clue. When candles begin to close lower than the previous candle's wick, you got something. You start paying attention. It closed below this wick. You want to start paying attention. Okay? You want to start paying attention. What happened? The next candle didn't come and violate the high of this last candle's high point, and then came and broke the low of this high, and then broke the low. This isn't even important. Well, it kind of can be. Depends on the time and the volume, right? Broke this high. Broke this low, and then broke this low, and then continued on down. That was the 30 minute. That was the 30-minute. That was the 30-minute in comparison to the 1 hour. And now the 15-minute. The 15-minute shows us the same things, just with more candles, right? A lot of times, the more candles you have, the more difficult it is to decipher and understand what's going on. So that's why higher time frame to lower time frame analysis is so important. Okay, the less candles you have, the less information you have, the easier it is to read. Okay, so that's why when the 15-minute doesn't make sense, go to the 30-minute. When the 30-minute doesn't make sense, go to the 1 hour. When the 1 hour doesn't make sense, go to the 4, right? If the 4 hour doesn't make sense, go to the daily. I don't look at anything higher than the daily, personally. So the same concept, right? You're starting to get it, starting to click a little bit. Candles, not violating the high, pushing up but closing weak. Buying candles, not buying. And then another candle just saying that we're not going up, right? And then another buying candle, right? I'm not even really paying attention to this. This is just this candle, because it's just a sign of the higher time frame not going anywhere. So the lower time frame is consolidating and just closing sooner. So and that's it. It's not that significant. You see, this candle isn't really to be paid that much attention, other than the fact that it's consolidating, right? Because the higher time frame, the 30-minute, isn't going anywhere. Okay, so now this next candle closed short, right? Bought up, but didn't buy up much, and didn't reach this high. Didn't reach this high, and this high didn't reach this high. This high didn't reach that high. Okay, heading down. Another selling candle that is just showing it's consolidating. Just showing it's consolidating because we have more candles in the 15-minute than we have the 30 minutes. Okay. This candle is now breaking below, starting to break below. And then the next candle, right, this candle didn't reach this high, broke this low. This candle didn't reach this high, broke this low, and it wanted a retest. It wanted a retest. This area sent it up for a retest. So we got buying candles, right? This let us know that all right, it's not trying to go down yet. It wants to come up and retest this one more time, right? So what does it do? Shoots up, closes weak. And then the next candle comes down some, shoots up. Now it's closing below the previous candle's wicks. High point, below the previous candle's high wick. And the next candle does the same thing and doesn't go anywhere. Next candle does the same thing. Oh, we got a problem. It's not going up. The next candle does the same thing. All right, but we're on the 15-minute. That's why we've got so many candles. That's why it's better to pay it more attention to the higher time frame and only use the lower time frames for entry. That's it. Yeah, next time frame now doesn't even reach the high. Ooh, now we got a clue. This candle closed below, this closed within the previous candle's wick, and then now it's not even reaching the high. What does that mean? Might mean the retest is over, maybe. Next candle doesn't reach the previous candle's high. Might mean the retest might be over. Maybe, right? You can go down to the 5-minute, and it's just more information telling you the same thing as the higher time frame. It's more information, just more candles, more candles closing, letting us know that the higher time frame isn't doing anything. Same concept. We got a 5-minute close below here. 5-minute shot down, closed below here. Then boom. Another 5-minute close below here, below this significant somewhat area. Came up and retested this, and boom, fell. Higher time frame, lower time frame analysis is pretty simple. You just have to understand, that the Lower time frames are just, they're not there for you to do full analysis on. They're not there for you to do full analysis on. They're there for you to take entries, to interpret entries. That's it. They're there for you to interpret entries. Period. This had so many candles closing like this because the higher time frame wasn't doing anything. Simple. The higher time frame just refused to do anything. That was it. That was it. Right? So now we're back up at the hour. Now we're back up at the hour, and this closed here. Closed above this zone. Closed above this zone. So since we have a situation where this candle filled this wick, but the wick, this wick filled this wick, right? But it closed above this this area of support, right? And bring it back up here. It's got the most edge of wicks. We don't know what's going to happen, so I don't want to judge anything. I don't want to judge anything. Sorry. So I'm going to go down to the 30-minute and see what happens. Oh, all right, another clue. Another clue. All right. So the pressure has pushed it down, right? Violating this wick. But this candle, this 30-minute candle, this 30-minute selling candle didn't finish selling. It didn't sell. It just created a wick. Just created a wick on the 30-minute. So what did the 1 hour do? Is the 1 hour still open? The 1 hour did something interesting. Well, yeah, the 1 hour did something interesting. Went all the way back up, right? Went all the way back up, but didn't break this high. But we got an issue. It closed and it sold, but it closed within here. Why did it close within here? Well, most likely because of some issues in this area. Some issues in this area and issues in this area. However, there is still a candle that can be filled, right? Still a candle that can be filled. So go down to 30-minute. And what happened here? Well, what happened here was we got a break and retest. We got a break and retest. Selling on the 30-minute. Why? We have the market refusing to go up in this area multiple times, but on the 30-minute, it's called twice, which is more than enough on the 30-minute. Then we have a break. Now we have a retest of this area. Bullish candle buying up, bought up strong on the 30-minute, but closed below this area of resistance. Closed below this area of resistance. Okay. Next, the 30-minute candle bought up and broke this high because of the volatility, because of the pressure, because of the volume, but came back and broke this and closed below this area of significance. So what are the chances? What are the chances? Chances are we may be going down. It's a good probability that we are going down. I could be wrong, but it's a good possibility that we could be heading down. It could be heading down where? Well, it could be heading down into this general area. Right, and I'll go down to the 15-minute just to make it a little more accurate. It's about right. Ooh, this is telling me something also. Right, it's a little bit of experience, but don't trip too much. Right, 15-minute was telling us the same thing, though. Right, 15-minute was telling us the same thing. 15-minute shot up, closed below. Now the 15-minute gave us an extra, a little bit more information, a little bit more data, giving us a clue. A buying candle didn't buy up. Buying candle didn't buy up. right? This is when the more candles we have can help more than hurt. This is a situation where this additional candle helped us get more information so that we can start to see what might happen next. This is one of those situations. Yes, it broke the high. Yes, this candle broke the high because of the volume that the 30-minute had and the hour had from pushing up, right? But it came and closed bearish on the 15-minute. Next candle didn't even give us a wick, just shot straight down for I don't know how many pips. 15 pips, 10 pips. So let's see what happens next. Oh, shot down, right? Because of the volume, because of the pressure. But this 15-minute closed above this area, and closed, but it closed bullish and it didn't go anywhere. So now this is the 15-minute. So we got to remember that the 15-minute has more candles, right? It's got the 15-minute has just the right amount of candles, but it's not too much, but not too little, right? It's not super significant, but it's good. But the 15-minute is not super significant, but it's perfect for entries. Okay. But me, I wouldn't trust this candle. So I'll go to the 30-minute. Now, what's happening? The 30-minute, we have the 30-minute busted below here, came back up here and had a retest. Break and retest. So what's happening now? The 30-minute is doing something. The 30-minute is doing something significant. The 30-minute is creating resistance, creating lower high resistances. Creating lower high resistance. Continues to get lower and lower, creating resistance lower and lower. And now this one looks to be doing the same thing. Why? Because the 30-minute candle pushed up to here, retested this area, but closed short, closed with less volume than this candle. So what could happen next? Well, there could be more volume to push it up before it pushes it down, but my guess, could be wrong, but my guess is that it may want to push down further once it's done with its retest. The next candle could push up higher. It could push up higher. So that's why you don't take trades, you don't take positions right here, right? It could push up higher before it pushes down. But because the 30-minute is showing me resistances that are being created lower and lower, I believe that they'll head down. So take a look. We can take a look at the 15-minute. The 15-minute is giving us, right? The 15-minute showed us within one 30-minute candle, we had two 15-minute candles that refused to go up. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. Boom. Resistance was created. Resistance was created and shot down. That's the way candles work, right? That's the way candles work. And what did it do? Came back and hit this level. Came to hit this level. It's very simplistic. You just gotta put the work in. You just gotta put the work in to let it stick. You gotta let it. It's gotta get imprinted in your mind by watching it over and over and over and over. Right? I didn't know what this was gonna do. Right? What session are we in? We're in London session on GBP-JPY. GBP-JPY moves well during the London session. And it had enough volume, right? Had enough volume to break the levels. Came up for a retest, the break and retest of this area, and shot down. This is a good area to take your trades, right? Came up and retested this area. Just that's what the market does. That's how it moves. It moves up and down and up to go down. That's what it does. Created this resistance, came in and retested this resistance, shot down some more. It's very significant that these high points were creating resistance, right? Now this is on the 15-minute, but the 30-minute will show you the same thing, just in less candles. The 30-minute will show you the same thing in less candles, right? It's just less candles. That's it. The 1 hour will show you the same thing, just in less candles. Guess what? The same thing happened on the 1 hour, just with less candles. We had a bullish candle that didn't buy up past the zone and then just kept dropping. And then these retests were happening on the lower time that were more clear to see on the lower time frame. But the move was heading down. The same thing, just fewer candles. That's it. That's how you move from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, and that's how you pick out the clues as to when a move could potentially happen, or excuse me, where the market could potentially be going. You can trade off support and resistance and do very well. You can trade off support and resistance and do very well. I didn't know what this was going to do, right? I didn't know what this was going to do at all. All I did was just walk you step by step as to what candles do and what candles mean. All right, listen. Bullish candles are supposed to buy up. Buying candles are supposed to buy up. Selling candles are supposed to sell. When they don't do what they're supposed to do, start to look out. Take the clues for what they are, right? We go down to the lower time frame and we can get more information with more candles, right? 15-minute will show you more candles, but telling you the same information. The 5-minute will tell you the same thing, just with more candles, right? The 5-minute will tell you the same thing, just with more candles. That's why I don't suggest you pay a lot of attention to the 5-minute, because it makes you impatient. It messes with your head. It makes you impatient because you see all these candles closing in these weird places, and you start trying to make decisions. No, your decision needs to be made already from the higher time frame. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Your decision needs to be made off the 30-minute. Your decision already needs to be made off the 30-minute, and then you can come down to the 15-minute or 5-minute and execute. That's what it's there for. Okay, the 5-minute, 3-minute, the 1-minute, they're all there. They all tell you the same thing, but they're just there to exit so you can have, you know, tighter executions, smaller stop losses and whatnot. That's it. But you go to look, see the 5-minute, and just explain the 5-minute. Same thing. There's just a lot more candles closing. A lot more candles closing in the same place because the higher time frame isn't doing anything. Higher time frame wasn't, this 5-minute was just closing up here, showing that it's not really going up, because the higher time frame, the 15-minute and the 30-minute weren't going anywhere. Same thing here, right? There was another lower resistance created, and then now another lower resistance that was heading in the downward direction. Okay, and then another one, and another one. It just kept going down, right? Very simple, very simple. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, right? Again, my name is Toon. I go by Billionaire Toon. And I'm here. I'm going to be dropping a lot more content, Forex education. I am a scalper, and I'm going to be dropping more vlogs, more education, and live streams, live trading streams. So I'll be doing like live trading streams once a week, where you guys can come and just grab a quick bag, because I'm a scalper, so my bag is very quick. Yeah, we're gonna go on this beautiful Forex journey together. And it's gonna be a fun ride. It's gonna be a fun ride. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming through. I hope you learned something, and I'm out.